we're going to be watching this facility.
Great.
We're going to do what we have to do to protect our town.
When Ed's on the links, uncertainty is par for the course. But when he learned he had cancer, there was no room for doubt. That's why he chose the SOMC Cancer Center. For our board-certified physicians, state-of-the-art technologies, and patient-centered support like personal counseling, financial assistance programs, and the guidance of the American Cancer Society, whose office is right in the building. All the resources he needed to make sure he got back in the swing.
The SOMC Cancer Center. Very good things are happening here.
This is Physicians Pharmacy, and many people in the community are asking the question, is this a legitimate business or part of a growing drug problem in Southern Ohio? Hi, I'm Brad Sherman from NewsWatchman.com, and in this special webisode of Headlines, we'll take you inside this facility. You'll hear from one of its co-founders, as well as concerned citizens and Piketon officials. Just 1 day removed from the announcement that Governor John Kasich is taking steps to combat an out-of-control prescription drug addiction problem, Piketon Village officials and some concerned citizens converged on Physicians Pharmacy Tuesday night to tour the facility and speak with pharmacy representatives. The meeting was intended to help ease the minds of skeptics. Co-partner Stephen Hillman says his business is legit, but the public remains suspicious following the get-together. Here are some highlights from the meeting.
Be a pharmacy. That's it. This is where anybody would wait while their information is being processed. We're going to require more than any pharmacy requires because it's going to be coming anyhow. Nobody will have a prescription filled here unless the physician calls ahead and either electronically sends or faxes a prescription first. The diagnosis code will be on the prescription. None of that's required. Okay? Then the person will come in. That's why it's called Physicians Pharmacy. We'll deal with the physicians. Then the person will come in and present their script. And it'll be compared to the one that arrived here. If they're the same, then it'll be filled. If it's not the same, it won't. This is not set up to fill prescriptions from people coming from anywhere in the world. If a doctor doesn't contact this place first, they might as well go somewhere else. It's not going to be done.
Why such tough security? I'm just kind of concerned.
Because
it's
required.
No other pharmacy has this.
Well, because it's required. When you have windows like this and a building, building and doors, this is what we were told by the pharmacy board that they wanted. They want security. Now, we don't want anybody being able to come in. This deters problems. Okay? First of all, you can't tell on the outside that this is on the inside until you get in here. The windows, if they break a window, the police will know. They can't get in. If you put the bars on the outside, the place will look like a jail. You're absolutely right.
I know that, will those, at least is that the intent? I know you talked about the physician, he'll call or email or whatever. Will those four that you represent, that you know of, is it very possible or more than likely that they will be sending a lot of their patients here to get their prescriptions filled?
That's strictly up to the pharmacist, 100%.
Up to the doctor?
The pharmacist, no, the pharmacist. The pharmacist will decide who, if anybody, he fills a prescription for.
So my doctor may very well call, and the pharmacist here could say, I don't want to take that, or we're not accepting that.
Yeah, it could happen. It's up to the pharmacist. You know, we don't intend to be here and tell. First of all, we're not allowed to tell the pharmacist what to do, and we wouldn't dare.
Yeah.
Okay, it's up to him. He's 60 years old. He's got, I forget how many years, at least 30 years experience, and he's the one who'll make the decisions. He's the one who will, for instance, the pharmacist is the one that came up with the idea that every prescription would have the diagnosis code on it. Now, that's not required that I know of anywhere, but it is here. Because the pharmacist has to satisfy himself that the medication being prescribed is appropriate for the diagnosis that's been given. Normally, pharmacists don't know that. If you go to your pharmacy, he wouldn't have any idea.
What would you say, I mean, or you may not know, you probably won't know, but would you just say percentage-wise would probably be some form of pain medication?
I have no idea. I can tell you that the wholesalers deal 40%. In other words, they don't want to fill more than 40% prescriptions.
So if my doctor did call down and say, hey, Billy Spencer's coming down there, and I prescribed him some Nexium, and if that's up to the pharmacist then to say, okay, yeah, we'll take that or we won't. But whether he said we'll take it or not, would my Nexium be here to be filled? If he decided, whether he didn't take mine, he may take Ralph's for the same medicine. I mean, is that, or will it be just, well, we don't really handle that medicine? You know what I'm saying?
No.
That's not the
This
case.
no. Any prescription medications,
Will be available.
Plavix, Lipitor, anything. And one of the reasons, this is a brand new place. Mm-hmm. We have no real concept of the quantity of various medications or what medications will be required. However, we have overnight delivery set up with the wholesalers, so whatever it is will be here. The only thing that will not be available here is over the counter.
Nothing over the counter. So
No Sudafed, no.
I could come in and buy a comb or two.
No, nothing like. Well, you can see.
Yeah. Well,
no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so is this where they would actually get their medicine in this room here?
Yeah, it's open.
The pharmacy will be in there.
Yes. This was the best building, the best bargain that we found.
It just concerns me because 23, and you're from Franklin County, and you're not ignorant. You know that's the drug pipeline. I'm not telling you anything new. Governor Strickland, it's Casey now, sorry, I get with the time. He come down, 9.7 million, 123 pills per person inside the county. It's not going to happen here.
Well, I believe that.
That's me, brother. I'm concerned because you're here from Franklin County. I'm thinking, why are you here? You're in a hillbilly part of the country. We have the highest unemployment rate. I'm concerned. I'm deeply concerned. And I'm looking right at you. I'm deeply concerned. Because this is where my nephews, my mom, my dad, I consider these people my friends. They're not going to be messed with. I'm really concerned. When I see these bars in the windows, Tom Bartley, he played for Ohio State. Championship team. You can hear, Woody Hayes. You guys are Buckeye fans. I know you're in Columbus. He don't have bars all over his windows. Down here, no bars in his windows. You're the only one that I see that has bars over every single window. It freaks me out. It really makes me concerned. And I come in here, I'm thinking, wow, this is kind of nerve-wracking. And these ladies here and this gentleman here, I don't even know her. So they must know something we don't. So it's kind of making me concerned.
We read newspapers. We keep our eyes open. We read newspapers. We try to understand what's going on in our area. We try to take care of our own people.
Well, it's nice that people stand up and listen.
You're in Pike County, and we're here to just watch. You're your neighbors.
And we don't want to see your county end up like ours.
Definitely.
No, we don't.
If your county ends up like ours, I'm telling you.
That's
why we're all here tonight.
That's why
that you're here to take a look at what's here, to see what's going on. You are welcome anytime. Sir, I'm sorry, I'm terrible on names.
I think we can see
Dennis.
what's going
Dennis.
on. We can see what's going on with the bars and the name on the building.
Well, these are required for us.
Are you going to provide them from my home?
Pharmacies
What's
don't
that got to
require
do with
bars on
anything?
windows.
For what this business
They
is
require
going
security.
For what this business is going to bring in here, we will need bars on our home.
We need bars on our homes right now in
Yes,
Southern
ma'am.
County.
That's right.
We have home invasions daily, and they're killing people for pills in our county.
90% of the crime that we have inside the county.
Just hear
is
why
related
this
to
place
prescription
needs
drugs.
bars on the windows? Because there's
Excuse
people out
me.
there that are criminals.
Excuse me, 90% of the crime we have in our county is related to prescription drugs. And I wouldn't doubt if that wasn't the case in your county if you do some statistics. You know, you're absolutely right about the drug pipeline, you're absolutely right about the pill mills that are next door to you. 9 of them last year, probably 8, I think now, presently. And we call them pill mills, and that's what they are.
We need to send prescriptions.
9.7 million. It came out, it comes out to
We'd be taking
146 for every.
insurance cards and stuff like that, or is it cash business?
No, it's not a cash business.
Take
It gets-
Medicaid?
Yes, Medicaid, Medicare, insurances, all insurances are actually provided by the wholesaler to us, except they said 4 or 5 that we have to deal with separately, which we will. Okay?
Do you have your DEA registration yet?
No.
Well, no. So, I mean,
They've been here.
This has been here for a year, this building, you guys have been working for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, it's kind of nerve-wracking that you've been here for a year not open.
How long,
Have you ever dealt with the government?
Mm.
Every year, about this time every year.
how
Yeah.
long is the lease?
You're an
or
attorney, you tell me.
the lease that you've signed for this building, how long is it?
I don't think that's important.
It isn't?
I got a copy of it.
Okay.
You got a copy, all right.
Well, you guys want to look around? But let me say this, I'll say this, now you guys can cook, we're, you know, like Dennis said, we're, you know, small county. This is a poor county. Piketon has historically, from crooked politicians to crooked businessmen, been screwed. We actually have a good system set up here now. And I hope, and if you've read the papers, you've read that we hope that it is a legitimate business that legitimately helps people with legitimate needs, but we are dubious. Okay, you know, we haven't seen a pharmacy configured like this. Okay?
Not since 1800.
Okay, but what I'm saying is this: so we're dubious. We're going to be watching this facility.
Great.
We're going to do what we have to do to protect our town. You know, so whatever that entails. You guys have meetings, and we've had meetings, and so we're working on doing what we have to do if it plays out the worst case scenario, which is where we are just overloaded with people that are addicted to drugs, and we're not going to have our town overrun with that. We're going to handle that any way we have to handle that legally. So, and that saying, I hope it is exactly what you say it is. I think we all do, you know.
It will be exactly what I said it was.
So, okay.
No doubt about it.
So when do you have any anticipated opening date? Or?
Well, all the inspections have been done. The DEA has been here. They have, you know, we're told it takes 4 to 6 weeks. The 6 weeks will be up at the end of this month, beginning of next month. And that's it.